Hello and welcome to the Group 5 presentation on Emirates Airlines. My name is Matt, following me will be Anna, and after Anna will be Anthony. Begin by looking at our first question. What are some of the apparent weaknesses within the company's strategic direction, and how can the airline address them? Let's begin with a bit of background information. Emirates Airlines is a well-known, well-recognised and well-branded business. A global company associated with wealth, quality and service. A company so well established within its market that a future could only possibly spell success. Upon further investigation, however, we find that there may be evidence to suggest otherwise. Emirates Airline was founded in 1985 by the government of Dubai. This airline service was created in the hopes of developing growth and development in the UAE. Originally, Emirates Airlines was servicing 60 different destinations across 42 different countries. Over time, the company has grown and developed into a globally recognised and trusted brand. But how do they manage to grow so well in such a competitive market? The answer is quality. Emirates is on a mission to provide high quality commercial air transportation services. And that's exactly what they do. The airline is renowned for their top-of-the-range services, amenities and customer service. By emphasising their quality product, Emirates quickly established their quality image and positively reinforced reputation. Sticking to its roots, Emirates is today based out of the Middle East, with its main central hub being located in Dubai. Much like the airline itself, Dubai has thrived over the past few decades and is now one of the wealthiest cities in the world. A strong indication and visual evidence of Emirates' success in bringing economic growth. Within the space of a few decades, the airline company had grown to the top of the industry. In 2014, the company was servicing 142 destinations in across 80 different countries. Emirates has seen 26 consecutive years of net profitable operations. Their formula for success has seen the company awarded the Airline of the Year numerous times, in addition to over 400 other distinguished industry awards. Further, with so much success and continual profitable growth, why would the company need to make any changes? After all, why fix what's not broke? Here we find the answer is change. A change in times can see a change in trends, and as a result, a potential change in consumer demands and needs. It would be highly recommended that Emirates conduct a brand audit to assess the potential shift in strategic direction. For Emirates, their biggest weakness is their arrogance towards smaller rival companies. Blinded by the past success, Emirates has failed to react to the ever-growing business threat of other smaller airlines. In recent times, other international companies in the air transportation industry have been growing and developing. Both Etihad and Gulf Air are now operating on a global scale and are in direct competition with Emirates. Both of these companies pose a huge threat to Emirates by offering quality service at a competitive rate. If no action is taken and strategic direction of the company is not altered, there is a severe risk that Emirates could fall from their once proud podium position. In order to ensure that the company survive, they must begin to explore other avenues of income. With their transportation industry growing, rival companies are continually upgrading and expanding their aircraft fleet. Emirates and all its competitors operate all with either Boeing or Airbus manufactured aircraft. The business proposal offered within the case study suggests that Emirates looks to expand and alter their strategic direction to include manufacturing and aircraft fleet production. Emirates could purchase said companies and look to serve the new consumer with their new needs and their new demands. But the question is, are Emirates really ready for the future? Times will change as mentioned before, and so too will their consumer needs and consumer demands. Business is tough in this modern era, particularly for one as competitive as air transportation. In order to maintain their position as an elite, top-of-the-range airline company, Emirates must consider adjusting their strategic direction and scope of works to not only include transportation, but also manufacturing and fleet production. I'll now pass over to Anna.
Amanda, my question about the case study. How has Emirates been able to build a strong brand in the competitive airline industry worldwide? Firstly, the company focused on corporate mission as well as charity. From the beginning, it is to provide high-quality traveling experience to customers. This presents what is the company business, who is their customer, what will their business be, and what should their business be. Secondly, the company always emphasizes customer experience is the important thing to their success. Therefore, in order to increase competitive advantage in the world, the company invested capital in purchasing luxury airlines such as Boeing 777-380. The in-flight service is also one of the key focuses of the company. The firm invested around $22 million to set up and operate the in-flight connectivity systems across its fleet in 2015. As a consequence, more passengers have been connected to Wi-Fi. Moreover, the company has over 2,000 channels of entertainment in 30 various languages. This helps the firm to be different to competitors, stick in customer mind whenever they think about Emirates and flights. Next one, Emirates is promoted a quality image. Brand image is related to the perception of customer about brand. It is the total impressions of how customer perceive a brand and be different to other competitors. The company also focused on sponsoring sport activity and improve their brand image as a global and lively. Celebrity brand personality. It is clear that the advertisement of Jennifer Aniston plays important role in increasing the purchase intention and level of customer loyalty. Therefore, it contributes to improve the organizational image and be more strong brand in the competitive airline industry in the world.
Thank you, Anna. So the third and final question of our case study is, with the decline of fuel prices globally, airline companies continue to reap the benefits. What impact will this have on Emirates' business strategy in the future? So first, we'll discuss the declining fuel prices. As can be seen in this table here, crude oil prices have dropped significantly since 2014. As a result, jet fuel prices have too dropped. So once again, as can be seen, the price of crude oil directly correlates to the price of jet fuel. And there is your reason for the drop in jet fuel prices. So this drop in price has given the airline industry a much more level playing field. This means much fairer competition between airline companies. One thing that Emirates fails to do is acknowledge the seriousness of its competition. Rival airlines can capitalise on this. For example, airlines currently accrue the most revenue out of all airlines based in the Middle East. However, they are currently only ranked third in terms of passenger capacity in the world. So what is the impact on Emirates as an airline? Well, theoretically, they should be ranked first in the world in terms of passenger capacity. This is due to the fact that they own the largest fleet of Airbus A380s and Boeing 777s in the world, two of the largest passenger airlines currently being manufactured today. Cost cutting is preventing them from accommodating a larger number of passengers. So, what can they do about this? Well, Emirates must incorporate new business strategies to ensure that they remain both relevant and competitive in the airline industry. Etihad Airways and Gulf Air, both Middle Eastern-based airlines, have changed their business strategies to adapt to the changing industry. Emirates must also do the same. So the first step that Emirates can take to changing their business strategy is by undertaking a SWOT analysis. This will allow Emirates to identify its own strengths, its weaknesses, while at the same time also identifying opportunities in the market as well as threats from competitors. The next step to developing a successful business strategy is the formulation of a set of goals. Goals are quite simply a set of objectives that a company would like to achieve in its future operations. In order to be effective, goals must be arranged from most to least important. They should be quantitative whenever possible, meaning they should try to avoid setting specific numerical targets as achievement points. They should be realistic, and finally, they should be consistent with each other. For example, it is not possible to maximize sales and profits simultaneously. It is one thing to be able to set goals, but when it comes to achieving them, that's a whole different story. Strategies must be put into place, which will lay the framework as to how these goals will be achieved. So there are three generic strategies that provide a good starting point for strategic thinking. The first of these is overall cost leadership. This basically firms work to achieve the lowest production and distribution costs so that they can underprice competitors. The second is differentiation. This is where businesses concentrate on achieving superior performance in an important customer benefit area. And the final one is focus. This is where businesses decide to focus on one or more narrow market segments and gets to know this segment intimately. Strategy, however, is only one of the 7 key elements to successful business practices according to McKinsey & Company. These 7 elements are strategy, as mentioned, structure, systems, style, skills, staff, and shared values. So, to conclude our case study today, EMIRATES must put emphasis on high quality service and on bringing an unforgettable experience to customers. A major weakness of EMIRATES is that they do not pay much attention to their competitors. To overcome this weakness, they should look to become a shareholder for aircraft manufacturing companies to ensure that they maintain a competitive advantage. And the final point that I would like to get across today is that EMIRATES must analyse its internal and external environment and change its business strategy accordingly if they wish to remain both relevant and competitive. Thank you for watching our presentation today.